Title 12 in another subline will be mentioned a lot. G1 Retro. Now, this is a line where they get the previously released figures as characters, give them a G1 toy deco. So far, it's only been for mini bots, but I wouldn't be surprised if they open up for or their larger toys. Now, this line never really interested me since I'm not interested in all the G1 toy stuff, but I saw him in a convention and I thought, my god, him and lo and behold, he's pretty great. How great? Well, let's take a look. So as mentioned before, Seaspray from the Retro G1 subline, which means that it's not accurate to cartoon, but it's supposed to be accurate to toy like the rest of figures. So what's different? First things first, this is the first ever mold released of Seaspray in the modern day, in the current day generations. He hasn't had one released for like Age of Primes whatsoever. In fact, he's supposed to be getting one, and yeah, it's weird that they done this. I know pre-tools are pretty much a proper. It's pretty much already done before in the I think Titan's Return line where they had a Sky Shadow and that Optimus Prime Megatron and Rebel Changers. So yeah, it's pretty much common, but it was common at least back in the day, but these days it's not common. Now, in terms of colors, his cars are supposed to be based on the toy, which had lighter colors, and he also had a different head compared to the cartoon. Now, the head and the visor are combined in a way that makes it seem like he's the Crimson Dynamo from Marvel, which combined with these pylons, they sort of remind me of Cherno Alpha from Pacific Rim, especially with these proportions of him. I can see him winning against Kaiju too, but yeah, speaking of these pylons, propellers actually spin instead of being locked in place, which is pretty nice and seems to be painted well. I think it's painted probably. I don't know if they made them into black plastic whatsoever. Speaking of painted stuff, the panels on the side of his stomach are painted well with no paint mishaps. Blue, the yellow, and the silver are pretty well done. It's delighted to see good paint jobs for something as small as this. In fact, there are very few painted stuff on him. The visor, the small panels, and gun, the pretty much the only things we painted on him. And no, other things I pretty much hate this figure. Number one, the hinges on his hands serve no purpose whatsoever, not even for transformation. Like, why include this? It's not even decent articulation, not even like a ball joint. It's just there. And number two, the legs don't tap into the feet, so it could be for articulation, but I wish they had some way to where you can tap them in. It's annoying, especially when you're moving it, because if you can lift out the leg, the feet will unplug, and yeah, it's annoying. Pretty much hate it. I really hate that. In terms of accessories, he comes with a gun, which is the typical gun. But that, overall, the robot mode is pretty good. It captures the character while also being a good figure to play around it. Now, I was talking about articulation. Let's delve into that. Let's get into the articulation. So, Sunken goes up like this, goes in, rotates 360, hand as well, goes like this, goes in, like so. We got a hinge here. Head can go three. It's on a not on a ball joint but on a peg, so it rotates like this. We already mentioned the propellers, they spin. We got a waist. Now for feet, we have this one can open up like this, goes up like that, and can open up like this, and go back that far, go there far. Here we have this one again, go in or go out like this, but that might be for transformation. And you got this one there. Here he is with Cornova, Deluxe Beachcomber, Deluxe Impactor, Voyager Prima, Titan Megatron, and Commandant Jetfire. Always with transformation. Alright, let's transform him. So first things first, you gotta rotate the hands like so. This one like so. You lift up this one here, and then you just open up like this. Rotate the head around. Just like that, has to be like that, and then like that. So here, you open up here, like that, and you rotate this up. This one goes inside like here, That's the top half. Now, the arms have to go down a bit like this, just so that they'll be packing into the feet. Now, for the feet, collapse the waist inside, you move up like this, move the legs up. Now, you unpack the knees. There you go, just like that. Now, for the feet, on the back, you just have to flip out these panels. Then down here, just move this down, like so. Move down like that. Same on the other side. Alright, came out like so. Now all you have to do is just move it up. Then you just have to do the same on the other side. Move it up. Back together. Back with this, like that. Now the hands are left, and then it's finished. Just move them into place like that. This one as well. And then the back panel, you just have to close it like this. There you go. And that's Seaspray in our vehicle mode. So here's Seaspray in hovercraft mode, and I think it's pretty cute. It looks like it came out of the 60s with this design. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if something like this was working in Europe, or at least in England at the time the original toy was released. You notice the Adobe symbol on top, which is split in half, since that's where the feet are. And if you look at the back, you'll notice the head. That's the part where you see the most of the robot kibble. Worst part is that it's impossible to hide it thanks to transformation, so you have to deal with it. And some of the rhythm details from mode kind of makes sense here, like those grid and route things on his legs become the vents and vents of the hovercraft, and these panels inside the tummy become entrance panels, I think, or entrance panels, entrance doors, whatever. I do like that the middle part of the tummy becomes a cockpit, so in a way you can say that his speed spray is controlled by his stomach. Now the pylons have a 3mm pack, which you can tap in the gun, and this works in the robot mode as well. Which I really like, and I find it pretty funny. Like, imagine seeing a hovercraft with a fucking gun on this side. Right, that's about it. Let's get on to size comparisons. We'll end things off. Here he is with Cornoma, Deluxe Beachcomber, Deluxe Impactor, Voyager Prima, D10 Megatron, and Commandant Jetfire. So that was Jiwa Retro Seaspray, and I recommend him. He has a fun transformation, cars look pretty good, and some decent articulation and an okay accessory. If you're impatient, wait for the H2 Prime version and get him. I think they're gonna be still the same figure, just different colors whatsoever. This one's toy, the other one's gonna be cartoon, whatever. Now, if you're wondering if I'm gonna cover the rest of the G1 Retro subline, I'm kind of only interested in like three of them: Seaspray, Wheelie, which I bought, and Outback. After those, I don't think I'm gonna cover the others. They don't really interest me a lot. Yeah, the OG toys aren't even that appealing to me. A decent color wise, and I think the mold differences as well. So that's it for this review. I'll see you all next time, where we'll be looking at the recent timeline with the first ever Prime that was ever created. See you all later. Stay tuned.